we've got a very excited speaker. I'm going to call him a speaker, but someone who signed up tonight, and he's volunteered at the door as well. And just before I bring him up, his name is Simon Lau. A little known secret about Simon Lau: he lived in Mobile, Alabama for 6 months. Mobile, Alabama. Simon is going to talk to us about controlling emotions. I'm sure that's something that everyone could use a little bit of. Please help me welcome, with the red carpet rollout, Simon Lau.
Thank you, Linda. Anybody here played a competitive sport where there was an opportunity to have a physical confrontation with the other team? Ty, I know, I'm sure you did. Well, I had my chance 5 years ago, but before that, I was on the high school badminton team and track team, and there really wasn't the chance to have physical confrontations with the opposing team. But 5 years ago, my friends and I decided to sign up for this street hockey tournament, played on the streets of Yaletown in Vancouver. We rolled through the first two teams quite easily, and we knew if we did well in our third game that we would make the playoffs. And we were facing this team of employees from a certain local pub. I'm not going to name names. They were big guys, average 6 feet, 6'1", 190 pounds. My friends and I, we'd been playing ball hockey together for a while. My size, 5'8", 150. These guys had aggressive facial hair, goatees, chin strap, and even handlebar mustaches. But we knew that looks could be deceiving, and we were confident because we played so long together, we had the chemistry. Started out well. Our passing was crisp, our checking was intense, our determination was fierce, and I, as the team's goalie, I was making all the big saves. But as it happens in competitive sports, when the other team gets frustrated, they start to play dirty. My teammates were getting pushed in the back. They were getting slashed. One fellow ran by me a couple of times and gave me an elbow to the head and a stick between the legs. Now, some of you may know that I'm a pretty calm guy. I don't often combust. I'm not really a prick. You haven't seen that side. But I was getting angry. And for the first time in my adult life, I wanted to hit somebody in the face. I hadn't been that angry in a long time. I was yelling at the referee, who was just this poor teenager, 15 years old, too afraid to make a call because he was afraid of me, he was afraid of the guys who were bigger than me. But I knew I had to make a decision on how I wanted to conduct myself for the rest of the game. If I threw a punch, I'd be kicked out. My teammates, there was not one single complaint from them to the ref. They didn't retaliate. They just kept doggedly determined to take control of every ball and will it into the other team's net. And I couldn't let them down because we were a team. Can't tell you that I've learned a lesson from this, but I can tell you that it's a lesson that I'm still trying to learn and master. I think we all have the power to make a conscious decision about how we want to conduct ourselves in the face of adversity, negative emotions. And every week when I play hockey with my friends, I have this opportunity. Sometimes it's a 2-on-0 breakaway coming down towards me and the goal gets scored. I can choose whether to glare at my teammates, break my goalie stick in half, or I could say, it's okay, we'll get them the next time. And I think it's the same in our regular lives. We can choose how we react, whether it's a family member or supervisor saying something to us that doesn't quite agree with us. We can look at the bigger picture and think about how to react. That is the power of sports. We get to practice how we control our emotions. Thanks.
Thanks, Simon. I was just waiting to hear that you popped the guy. I was just sitting there like, didn't you just later? I wanted to do it for you. What a great example.